Detective Panda adjusted his hat and stepped into the pristine apartment. Everything was unnervingly spotless. The air smelled faintly of lavender. But there wasn't a single sign of disturbance. No fingerprints, no dust, no evidence of a struggle. The victim lay on the couch, a serene expression frozen on her face. But the clock on the wall had stopped at exactly 2:13 a.m. "It's almost like it never happened," Panda muttered, his sharp eyes scanning for anything out of place. On the coffee table, an empty glass glistened under the sunlight streaming through spotless windows. At the police lab, a forensic scientist handed him the analysis report. "There's nothing unusual about the scene, Detective. No toxins in the air, no signs of forced entry. But look at this." She pointed to a microscopic fiber found in the victim's clothing, bright red, synthetic and unfamiliar. The next day, Panda visited the building's aging doorman. "I didn't see anyone come in or out that night," the man insisted, leaning on his cane. "But now that you mention it, I did hear a faint ticking sound, like a clock." Panda frowned. "A clock?" But the only one in the apartment had already stopped. Reviewing security footage, Panda discovered the most baffling clue yet. Nothing. The hallway camera recorded the door to the victim's apartment, remaining closed all night. No one entered, no one left. But at exactly 2:13 a.m., the faintest shadow flickered across the hallway. A trick of the light. Or something more? The next break came in a small cafe, where a jittery witness spilled her coffee while describing her neighbor. "He's a little too perfect," she whispered. "Always so polite, so clean. But I swear I heard him talking to someone late at night, even though no one else was there." Finally, Panda faced the suspect in the interrogation room. A man in a sleek gray suit sat motionless, a faint smile on his lips. His appearance was immaculate, tailored clothing, polished shoes, and not a hair out of place. "I didn't know her well," the man said smoothly. "We exchanged pleasantries, but that's all." "A tragedy, really?" Panda leaned in. "The fiber we found belongs to your custom-made curtains, doesn't it? And the ticking sound? A metronome you use to time your actions." The man's smile widened, but he said nothing. Panda continued. "You orchestrated everything to perfection. No trace left behind except for one thing, a splotch of red on your shoe. Barely visible, but it was there when you left your apartment." The man finally spoke, his voice low and chilling. "Detective, perfection leaves no trace. If you found it, maybe it was meant for you to find. The question for you, the audience: who is this man? Is he truly the killer, or is someone else pulling the strings? Could the perfect crime be an illusion, or was this man's mistake intentional? The answer might lie in the smallest of details you've overlooked. What do you think?"